All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Objective Breakdown, a new show on the YouTube channel hosted by me. This will be my thing, of course. And this is just my opportunity to kind of really diagnose these series, kind of tell you my honest opinions, but more so my honest analysis based on what I'm saying. Try to leave out bias when I'm analyzing these different things. And we got some interesting things in plan. Try to do this every Friday, 7 p.m. EST to objectively rate and rank down these different things. Now, some interesting things in the future. I plan to do Black Clover. I plan to do Attack on Titan, and some other series, of course. And today it won't be the same. Let me see what this cancel. Seems like something going wrong with something. Everything should be working fine. But for the most part, I'll be breaking down series. Like I'll be kind of giving my analysis after I read it or reread it. This today is going to be a little bit different because I wanted to kind of give a fresh read through RDC World 1's manga called Dark Light. So we're going to dive into that in a second. I don't think I'm going to show their manga on screen. It's possible they might copyright me for that, so I'm not going to do that. But let's check this out. I'll show you the cover page though. Hold on. RDC's manga Dark Lights. From the art looks interesting. We got some interesting characters. Obviously, a lot of these characters are inspired from people RDC knows. We got a green hair girl with here with like shadow powers. We got ice powers guy, steel abilities. We got the psychic abilities, a little nerdy type, of course. We got a main villain, lightning powers with the MC. Everybody like the abilities. So I'll show you like key manga panels and everything, but most things will just be analyzing these things. Today is just going to be a reaction because I want to give a honest feedback in terms of what I'm reading for RDC's manga. Hey Demetrius, on chapter was this chapter 3? Chapter 3. And it's free. Everybody should be able to read this. Hey Demetrius, how's it going? Good, good. Wait, hold on. What's the word? Gotta make sure to update that when I do. One second. Everybody hurts. All right, let's dive into it. Hey, Demetri, how's it going? Good, good. You? Just another day. Another damn day. Okay. Is it left to right or right to left? Um, I think it's left to right. So, like normal reading. Okay. This is going to throw me off. I'm used to reading manga right to left. So, this kind of throws me off. I don't think so either. I'm so confused. Am I reading this right? Is this left or oh yeah, it's okay, it's left to right. Man, it's so confusing. Can they I want to change it to right to left because I'm so confused. Yeah, just have to see. Yeah, I'll be home soon. Hey. No, no, I don't think so either, but if he does show, it's worth the risk. 0 new messages. A beat later. He looks left and right, size. Figure out how to teleport when the sun's up or what? Able, damn. Nah, you're just not paying attention. D. Okay. I was a little confused with the left to right and right to left thing. You wanted to talk, so talk. Sorry, just remembering how many times we sat on the stop to sort shit out. Okay, we got some curse words. Surprised my ass didn't leave grooves in the cement. Tisk. That's what I want to talk about. the way it was able should be that way again. Maybe, maybe. A lot of time gone by, D. And there's a world of space between and there is a world of space between should be what? Maybe a lot of time gone by. D. And there's a world of space between should be and can be. Oh, there's a world of space between should be and can be. Okay, I was confused for a second. Sounds like something I'd say. Sometimes you're right about shit. Sometimes. Nights are get you can't be out here by yourself. Nights are getting more and more dangerous. You'd think I don't know that? You see the power on those kids in the north. Augustus is raising an army. I think they should have made this right to left. I know it's not normal to do, but I think they should have done that to kind of incorporate the manga culture immediately so you don't really throw off fans that are reading it. Because it's not like a comic book. It's black and white like a manga. It gets the manga vibe. So if that's what they were going for, I think they should have wrote things right to left personally, but it is what it is. So come back and help me. Why you asking now? Storm clouds ahead. Path is becoming less clear. You still in love with your poetic bullshit? And you're still in love with being a hard ass? There it is again. Work with me, Abel. We shouldn't be enemies. We're stronger together. So far, the dialogue throws me off a little bit. Maybe I'm overthinking what I'm reading. Just a little bit. I know I know what together means. Like that sentence, right? I know what together means. I would talk like that, but I wouldn't read like that. You know what I'm saying? I know what together means. D, your way. I ain't gonna do it your way. So in this sentence, see, because if I'm reading this, I'm reading it like a sentence, right? And he says, "I know what together means. D, your way. I ain't gonna do it your way." So I don't get. You have to kind of infer what the tone of the sentence is, and it takes a while for getting used to, right? When I'm looking at this, I didn't get the vibe that there's like, yes, there's a comma. How would have changed it? I know what together means, and that's your way, D. I ain't gonna do it your way. So I would have added those couple of words here, and that's your way, D. I ain't gonna do it your way. Yes, like it means the same thing, but for like the average reader, when they see this, they're not going to understand, or they can make a mistake in their brain that it doesn't look right. If that makes sense. This sentence. It takes a little shortcut. It takes a little shortcut for the sense right here. What's good, Tank? What's good, Tank? I know what together means. D, your way. I ain't gonna do your way. So just to I'm gonna make sure that's always here. This sentence just throws me off that they wrote here. I know what together means. D. I know what together means. D. Your way. I ain't gonna do your way. I would have been like, I know what together means, and that's your way. D. I ain't gonna do it your way. I think the same thing comes across, and the sentence just doesn't like feel off because if you just read it, I know what together means. D. Your way. You're not gonna, what I'm saying. Even though the comma's here, what I'm saying. So that's just me saying what I think in that situation. What's good, Billy? What's good, Billy Bob? Then why did you come? Just wanted to make sure you ain't changed. Have I? Nah, you're exactly the same. We both are. This was fun. Yeah, see you around. You don't want that. So I like the vibe. You got two friends that drifted apart, and there's one character who's going through it. It seems the art is great, by the way. The art is great. The art is amazing in these scenes. Moments later, he's walking, a car stopped in front of him, and then some dudes get out. Okay. I like this. I like this right here. Hold up. Semi's supposed to be here, my guy. Semi, where you at? Look at this. This kind of looks kind of badass right here. Look at him. I like the design, bro. The fit is fire. You got the mask. That's a fire. That's fire. That's fire right there. Not gonna lie. Run. Run. Whoa there. Hold on. Run. D, you know why we're here. We had an agreement. Had. The pulls up the gun. Okay. All right. Shit. Fuck. The cursing throws me off. I'm not used to cursing in a manga. Irvin. Okay, what's good, my boy? Just reacting to RDC's manga, Dark Lights. Shit, shit, shit. Search the area. He can't be too far. Come over here. I found him. There's no escape. Come on, come on, come on. Take him. Inhale. A little suspense. Okay. Big power surge. Zoom. Boom. Oh man. The sound effects and Japanese in manga, it would be like Japanese, so you wouldn't know, but zoom. I wonder if zoom made the most sense here. Zoom. I don't know. I don't know. Chat, please watch the Brooklyn Nets true basketball. Shout out Brooklyn Nets, man. I made some interesting bets. If I win on my parlays, I'm gonna get hella bread. Not gonna lie. I only put a little money in parlays. I don't believe in parlays. I got some other bets too, but shout out. What the? Who wants to go first? Okay. All right. We got a little fire design, fire pops, man. This looks like fire abilities from the effects. Or it could be lightning. It could be lightning. I can't really tell. It looks like fire, but it could be lightning. Like, this is a dope design. I'm guessing some an Endeavor inspiration here, if it is fire. Shit, it's on now. Okay, everybody using their powers. Ugh. Ugh. Then he puts his hand on his chest, blasts him. Damn, dead, blood, killing. All right. Don't like Fred Van Vliet's not actually a goat. Fred Van Vliet being a goat is crazy. He puts one guy down here. The common, oh, I'm past you, hit you in the back of the neck attack. Shout out to you. Take this. You know what I'm saying? Take this. He knocks him out. He's getting away. And then you got the villain just looking at the chaos, just watching him. Oof. 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 Melo's not playing today. Crazy. You. Splat. Vincent. Vincent. Okay, so this is a little backstory type ish. Now, obviously, we know who this is, right? They set it up, had the main character, had the dad, had the character here, and then taking him out. Interesting way to start your series. You start off with the backstory to kind of get things rolling. Trey Young's not playing today. Damn. You start off with a mini backstory to kind of set the tone of what the main character has gone through. The dad looks like he's dead. Maybe he's alive. He could be alive. I think they leave that up for interpretation. You don't really know. It's hard to really say. But I think the speculation is that he's either captured or dead. So that's an interesting way to start the story right off the rip instead of starting it with the main character. Vincent, 5 years later. Huh? Well, huh? Hamlet? No, Vincent. I don't think it was the melancholy prince of Denmark who killed Brutus, the Roman senator. Unless there's some time travel portion of the play I'm not aware of. There might be. Well, you can find out when you're studying the text in detention. Mm. Going to detention because you got a question wrong is crazy. I don't like going to detention when you get a question wrong is nasty work. Early thoughts of Dark Lights. I think it's cool so far. There's some I would have appreciate. I think they would have been better off making the manga right to left. I think it would have been it'll be easier to adapt to the reading style quicker. That's my honest opinion. But left to right is like the American English way, so no complaints. I really have no complaints, honestly. With that said, it's just getting used to because it looks like a manga, so my brain has to get used to it. As for the story so far, it's been cool. You know, nothing crazy in my opinion so far. I think some of the sentences are a little wonky. They kind of assume interpretation from the reader a little bit. I think they should have filled out some sentences a little bit more, but overall, not bad. Art is great, by the way. Art is really good. All right, the bell rings, Vincent. So, oh, well, I should say. So we got more than likely main character. We got main character Vincent. Does he have one earring? One earring, only the left. If y'all know back in the day, if you have one earring in it, it always has to be the left. If you have the right ear pierced, you would be um happy. Let's put it like that, right? Let's put it like that. Happy. You know what I'm saying? So main character vibes right there. Shout out Vincent. And then we got some other interesting characters that were on the cover page. We got Isaac, who had some of the powers, and Brianna. I think she's going to be a fan favorite with her design, of course. So far, Vincent, we don't know much about him. Hornets is actually smoking the Raptors. Damn. Well, the game just started. I got detention. Bro, I'm so happy that you. I'm so happy. What? I got detention. Bro, I'm so happy you said that because me too. My bad. I just was reading wrong. I got detention. Bro, I'm so happy you said that because me too. Big surprise there. I'm on a hot streak. They're going to name a seat after me in there. I also have detention. No, you don't. Detention of the mind, Isaac. Shackled by invisible bonds that keep my soul earthbound while it all want when all it wants is to soar. Okay, so we got the troublemaker and Isaac. We got Brianna, who's the deep philosophical thinker. You know what I'm saying? Right. She's kind of like big emo vibes. Detention's no big deal. Let's just skip it, man. Let's just skip, man. See, in this one, I just would have put the skip it because this is how I'm thinking. I'm thinking like if I'm just talking to my boys, I'll be like, bro, let's just skip, man. But if I'm reading it, I would want it to say, let's just skip it, man. It's just like proper English. Because when you're reading something, you want it to be read in proper English. That's why I'm critiquing it like that. Why is that? Why did it pause? What? Yosemite?
What's up, fam?
And I'm just reading RDC's manga and critiquing it. Dark Lights.
So it's out. I thought it was like a the pre release thing, like a pre purchase, and then they send it out.
No, I'm reading it right now.
So
So
how was it?
so far it's pretty interesting. I have some critiques here and there. One of the critiques, I'm on page 25. You should be able to get go on their Twitter and find the link, and then you should be able to read it as well. I'm on page 25 right now. But overall it's good. Nothing crazy. Art's amazing for sure. Art is incredible. I think my biggest critique so far, the one that I think makes the most sense, is that they take a little bit too much liberties in their like right in their sentences because they're not. The best way I could put this is that they're interpreting the readers are going to understand their way of speaking. Like there's a sentence right here that says the tension's no big deal. Let's just skip, man. If I'm reading it, I would, and I didn't like understand what he's saying. Like, obviously, you're gonna understand, but if I'm just reading it, I would want it to be proper English. So that
Yeah,
would be, let's just skip it, man. Right? So because if I'm just talking to my homie, I'll be go like, bro, let's just skip. But if I'm like reading a story, I wanted to say, let's just skip it. It's a nitpick, but like when you're writing a story for like the general audience, writing it in proper English makes them understand, and they don't have to reread it again.
Exactly.
So that's one of the critiques that I have so far. I thought Fred VanVleet played for the Raptors still. Irvin, bro, come on now, he played for the Rockets. What are we doing? Okay. We can't skip. Haha. Wait, we can't skip. Yeah, we can. That's the secret of my detention run. See, this one, he says, yeah, we can. That's the secret to my detention run. I would have wrote, that's the secret of my detention. No, that's probably to my detention run. That's the secret to my detention run. You skip one, you know, they're going to give you another. You skip one, you know, they're going to give you another. It's a system, Vince. You want to be a legend. You gotta game that system. Whatever, man. Lunchroom moments later. You know me. Of course I got you. You let me take you to homecoming, and then you're gonna have the most fun you've ever had. That's a guarantee. I'm confused. About what? Which of us are you asking? Both of you, really. So we got a player type. His name is JJ. Let's I don't know. I don't know what type of. He seems like the cocky antagonist rival type more than likely. So JJ, easy name.
He's basically catchy.
Yeah. There he go again. So here I would have wrote there he goes again. There he go again. I wouldn't write that. There he goes again. Lying to some girls. That should be his power, honestly. Thank God it's not. He's terrible at it. JJ, what's up? You said what?
No, I was laughing at it.
Oh. JJ, what's up? We're sitting over here. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Oh, maybe he's one of the friends of the characters. Maybe I'm tripping. He's one of the friends. A Playboy character. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Now, as I was saying, you got a little swag. I like the designs, man. You don't really get like in-depth black character designs like this in manga usually. Shout out Orient, who does a great job. Oh man,
I like Orient designs.
yeah, Orient does a great job, and it's colored too. This guy has a really unique style. A lot of these kids have one earring on their left ear. We already know why. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Hey, bro, you better move around. 50 vicious D murder, 50 vicious K killer, 50 vicious A Reaper. What are these names? That's some of the most basic villain names I've ever heard in my life. I think that's what they're going for, which is hilarious. Quick. Hey, bro, you better move around. Quick. Better move around. I'm guessing this is. I've never someone to go up to someone and say, "Yeah, you better move around." I think you probably would have been better off if he says, "Hey, you better get out of here."
It sounds more like a
It's kind of slang, yeah. But that's why, like, do you want to put something in there and the reader goes like, "What does you better move around mean?" You don't want them thinking that, right? You just want them reading it.
Exactly.
For what? You run this cafeteria or something? Vincent, look. This man, what is he doing? And oh, this is a good funny scene of him eating a burger. Shout out. I think they call it suicide. Think he knows those guys are 50 vicious? You think he cares? 50 vicious gang. Shout out. Don't worry, I got him. Oh no. That's my girl you were talking to. So, like I said, move around. This is a interesting scene, man. You got our boy here, JJ, just like saying, "I don't care who you talk." Oh, bro, they say the N word. They really don't care. Okay.
And this is like a comic.
Yeah, this is like a manga. Do you really want to be saying the N word in your manga? Like, I get it, but like, if a white dude is reading this and he's like, is he going to like, if a white dude, okay, imagine this, Semi. Let's say a white dude is reacting to the manga live. It's like, and then he's reading, he's like, should I say it? Should I say it? It's like,
You
I don't
you
know.
you
I see why you put it there, but I don't know. Do you want to? I don't know, man. I don't
it's
know how.
basically in the sense of like, how can I dress this up?
And how well is this gonna appeal to, like, to be fair, they worked with some interesting people, but like, is a studio gonna pick this up if it's putting like the N word in it in the
They
manga?
if a studio ever picks it up, it's gonna get censored. It's gonna be word changes.
Oh yeah, yeah. A company
Yeah,
will definitely they will put an editor and yeah, they will change it. To be fair, they some weird stuff happens in manga and anime, so maybe it's not a big deal. She wasn't acting like your girl just now. Just saying, she wasn't acting like your girl just now. Just saying. How about we ask her, see what she says? Nigga, you know who I am? Who are you? Am I supposed to care who you are?
that's tough.
Man, he's a little badass. One thing I will say about this scene though, like this guy was supposed to be like this, and this is just, hey man, objective breakdown. We critiquing, bro. We critiquing. In this scene, this guy's supposed to be from this like notorious gang, and he's like acting kind of just not intimidating. And this guy says this badass scene, but I'm kind of thrown off because there's a sweat coming down. Like, would you want a sweat coming down if he's confident in the scene? Well, nitpicks, right? I'm not gonna keep on saying the N word. And the right N word, we don't know you. Is you God or something? A little slang, okay. I think I mean the audience is very clear for RDC. The audience is very clear. Well, we know you ain't him because he wouldn't be wearing no forces as beat up as those. They roasting his kicks, bro. They roasting his kicks. Y'all little N words really think y'all about that shit, huh? Lil, you keep talking like you run something around here. Why is this a play button on the thing? I'm saying only thing he gonna be running in a second is these hands, right, JJ? This man know he ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I see the comedy. They're definitely playing into their to the RDC style a little bit. They baby food. Oh, the Raptors. Only thing worse than JJ alone is JJ with Isaac backing him up. They would talk about the 50 Vicious game, but they don't seem afraid at all. Shit. What's up, N word? Yeah, man. JJ's about that business. Hey, chill, bro. Come on, I'm gonna knock this out. Vincent, watch out. We're gonna show them why they don't want to fight a real one. That's it then. Hold on, bro. Who you telling to hold on, bro? Boy? Hold on, boy. Like we know you. Nah, bro, ain't even like that. I just don't want this to escalate. Wait, I do know this lame. You that cop son. Boy, a snitch. Bro, they definitely they loving them slang in here. Man, ain't even like that. It ain't like that. You know what happens to snitches, right? I know he does, because that's what happened to his old man. Oh, he talking grimy. He talking grimy. Yeah, they got a little. Oh, you're muted, by the way, Semi. They got a little thing over here, bro. They did this on purpose. They had her dressed in a certain way, bro. It highlighted her. Everybody's blanked out, and then she's highlighted. I see what they trying to do. I see what they trying to do. Semi, you muted. Night falls and boys don't even have a night falls and boy don't even have a power. What he gonna do? Boy, they playing the Deku route where he doesn't have abilities, powers. Boy sitting in his room under his covers praying for sunlight. Okay, decent diss, you know what I'm saying? Stepping up. You better watch what you're saying, dog, for real. Man, only thing he finna do is get the school cop. Then we gonna have to do him like his daddy. The slang is throwing me off. Not gonna lie, RDC. The slang is throwing me off. I don't know why you putting so much slang in this manga. And broken English. You're putting a lot of slang and broken English in this manga. Throws me off. Yeah, only thing he finna do is get the school cop. Then we gonna have to do him like his daddy. Vincent getting peeved. And no way he finna talk about Big D like that. Die like a pig, I heard. Pig in the dirt. On business. Squealing and crying and on business. Sammy, you got two things up in here, bro. What's going on? He got two things up in here. And I can't hear you either, not gonna lie.
There you go. I fixed it.
Okay, bet.
You said
Miles Bridge. You said what?
Right?
Yeah, this is RDC's manga. The English is just throwing me off. But the art is really good. The character is very interesting as well. Oh, we got JJ putting in the work. Big punch. Really good scene right here. JJ is going to be a fan favorite already. You got the swag, you got the style, you got the confidence. Fan favorite already. Okay. Bam. Enough. What's going on here? Well, I don't know why these characters are sweating so much in every scene. And go back to eating your damn lunches now. Bro, this boy just got punched, and the teacher's like, okay, fine, just go eat your lunches. A teacher normally would be like, bro, go to detention. Like, what are we doing? This same woman gave Vincent detention for not paying attention in class. And then she go like, that's fine. Go eat lunches. Hey, man. That's a bet. I'm going to see y'all. N-words. Deep South Side.
What?
They running. Where the he go? He double back. No man how. No man how. Must have gone down 128th. Well, which way? MFer couldn't have teleported away. Split up and double back. Come on. He's looking, trying to find him. Goes cross. And then we got that typical scene right here where he's about to find him. He's almost there. Someone calls his attention. Turns around. Then he's safe. This character looks like a time skip. Okay. I know you're still not worried about those punks. He definitely is. Man, they ain't nothing. They're 50 vicious, JJ. You have to with a gang. They were? Yes. Is JJ just stupid? Like, he just messing with gangs and he don't even know it?
He probably don't even know.
Shaking my head, man. Oh, shit. Isaac, how come you didn't tell me? Not my job to educate you. I mean, to be fair, earlier on, Isaac, you knew it was 50 vicious and you went down to help him, and then you just made things worse. L-Mans. Well, I never heard of them, so they can't be all that. Didn't you just say they were a gang? Oh, he said he never heard they were a gang. Okay, I'm Tom. They're 50 vicious. Vincent and Isaac knew they were 50 vicious, a gang, but they're not a popular gang, is what JJ's saying. Gotcha. Glad you feel that way, but you got them on my shit too. Nobody asked you to get into the middle of it. Somebody's got to stop you from getting yourself killed. Are you gonna save me? Ends up nighttime comes. Who's got powers? What's weird with these panels with JJ is he's always like, these sweat drops means you're nervous.
So is he always?
And he's like always nervous. Like, why is he always nervous? Like, there's like a sweat drop in like each of his scenes. Like, why? Because isn't he's supposed to be the confident character? So why is he always got a sweat drop around his face?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing confident about that.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the ladies man, confident, stand on business. I don't know why they keep on drawing a sweat drop like he's nervous all the time. It doesn't make it's kind of it throws me off. All right, move on to the next one. Damn, he's talking to this. Yeah, not sure, but you're fit to be saying it. Yeah, not sure you're fit to be saving anyone. Look, you live your life hiding away and avoiding conflict and shit, but that ain't me. Just do me a favor. Don't make shit worse. I don't know. They probably can cut down on the cursing. That's just my opinion.
Hopefully
No,
they do that. What, like next issue, next release?
you said what?
I said they probably could do that on like the next release of like tone it down.
Yeah, tone down a little bit. I don't think there's a need to be cursing that much, personally.
True.
But yeah. No promises. Those squirts need to be taught a lesson, and you're gonna teach them. He called them squirts. They bigger than you, my boy. How's that gonna work? We'll see him at school again. We'll see him around the hood. We're just gonna stay away from them. Till when? Forever? Yeah, Vincent needs to gain a backbone. Zeke over here. Ezekiel, another main character just got introduced. Got that nerdy vibe. Shout out. Iman Shumper haircut. What's up?
I like the diversity though.
Yeah, the diversity of designs and diversity of characters are really good. What's up? You asked some shit at lunch. Yeah, you too busy using your lunch periods to do whatever smart people do. SAT prep. Shout out Ezekiel. 50 vicious on the rise. They're not likely to drop a grudge. See, Zeke gets it. We got to stand up. On the other hand, you keep throwing punches and eventually bullets are going to come back at you. So what do we do? Fight or flight. Either option's going to have consequences now. Maybe bad ones. Seems like Zeke is the smart one in the group. Later. I didn't know. I know I didn't just hear a backpack hit the ground. No, that was me tripping on the step. Now we got the mother. W curves. Okay. For dope design over here for sure.
That's what I'm talking about. I like the design.
How was school? Same old, a lot of nothing. Don't say that. I'm sure you learned something. I mean, yeah, but nothing worth mentioning. Homework? Just a little. Just a little. Should be easy to get it done. I got to head out to work another shift tonight. Again? Are you trying to kill you or something? Feels that way, but got to get that paycheck, right? I fix you some spaghetti to heat up at dinner time. I know how to make spaghetti, okay? It's not hard. Do you? Yes. What? I know you keep stuff bottled up inside Vincent. Mom, come on. It's fine. That's how boys are, but I'm here. If you ever want to let some of it out, okay? I see what they're trying to do in this scene. Like this is a scene where she's trying to talk to her son.
Yeah.
For me, my critique here is I don't think the natural progression of her being worried makes sense here. Because like they're just talking about spaghetti and then she just gets worried saying that he just bottled something up. So I feel like the conversation to get here, it would have just made more sense if they kind of continued the prior conversation going like what happened at school, nothing, and then he kind of insinuates something happened but he's not telling her. That would have made more sense to kind of go into like, okay, you're bottling stuff up.
Yeah.
Whereas like they went from spaghetti to why you balling stuff up?
Yeah, that's kind of like a random thing to bring up. It's like we're talking about apple oranges, and now you start talking about cats and dogs. It's like
Yeah, exactly. Because I know what the scene is supposed to represent, but the to get to that scene is not natural. Because if you're just, I don't know, maybe they had a experience where they're talking about spaghetti, and the mother just randomly was like, "I know you're bottling stuff up." I'm like, "How did we get here?" You know what I'm saying? It's fine, but that's how boys are. But I'm here. If you ever want to let some of it out, okay. If you, it's fine. That's how boys are. But I'm here. If you ever want to let some of it out, okay. That's just a weird sentence. I don't know why. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll be back around midnight. Stay here and lock the door. I know, Mom. I know. She smiles. She leaves. She locks the door. Nighttime. It's like I try to keep my head down, like you taught me. I don't know. Things are getting real hard around here, and I just keep wishing you were here. I don't know. I just miss you, Dad. Mm,
uh,
nice scene right here. Him holding the frame. W scene. W scene. Got a text from Zeke. Hey, JJ's about to do something really stupid. What now? He's on the way to the park to fight 50 Vicious. He didn't want me to tell you because he feels guilty about getting you involved. What are you going to do? Advice? What are you going to do? Advice? Okay, he's asking advice from Zeke. There's a chance he'll be okay, but he most likely won't be. Okay, Vincent gets up, meet there, bring the others, and then he goes over there. Maybe we're not too late. Oh, this isn't good. Your powers of observation are unparalleled, Isaac. Hey, this dude, JJ, going to fight a whole entire gang by himself. Is he like stupid? Like what?
he think he could one be 100. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking.
It's admirable, but it's kind of stupid.
Very stupid, actually. I'm just saying, golly, if you know if JJ's fighting, we the ones that's gonna have to jump in. Speak for yourself. I like I forget her name, Brianna. I think that's her name. She's an interesting character. She just got her own vibe, living. And what kind of friend are you, letting your friend get smashed on by gang members? I don't care. I'm in there. She just fighting. We the ones that's gotta have to jump in. Speak for yourself. And what kind of friend are you, letting your friends get? I see the vibe. Okay, and then we got a little fight. I won't be gentle. Bro, this guy just giving main character vibes. I don't know. Shout out Vincent, but the dude is locked in. W scene.
Nah, that's
I think
dope.
this is a dope panel. JJ, stop this. Shit, Zeke, man, I told you not to drag Vincent into this. I only told him what you were doing. He chose to come. I'll go home, Vincent. Nah, not without you. What the hell are you going to do? Glare at them till they run away? Call them nasty names? I got this, man. It's just going to be me and K Killer one on one. Look at his friends standing around, JJ. They have no plans of fighting one on one. Then I'll fight all of. Then I'll fight all of it, all of them. Okay, yo. Then I'll fight all of them. It don't matter. Don't be a damn idiot. That's just ignorant, JJ. Yeah, maybe we should just dip. Look, he brought his whole posse. Why is JJ so dumb? Like, why he's just gonna come here fight 1v1 and then he just sees them all ready to jump him. This guy is beyond dumb. Like, he's just really just dumb. Like, or just very ignorant. He's cool, but he's just dumb.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Gonna be a whole slaughter tonight. A wholesale slaughter tonight. JJ, please let's just go, man. Can't let these boys think you weak out here. That's when they take advantage. This ain't the time for pride. Look, man, I dragged you into this shit, okay? You threw the punch but it was because of me. Too late now, huh? Better watch out. Oh, he's the one with the steel powers. And then he got sharp teeth. Okay, I see the vibe. W Gagio inspiration. You know what I'm saying? And then this guy got some 8 powers. All right. Looking dope. Looking dope for sure. Gorilla strength. Okay, we just seen them fighting. Some good paneling of the action, from what I'm seeing anyway. I like it. I like it. You definitely get the vibe of what they're doing. Then it gets a good kick. Everybody gasp. Bro, JJ. Let me read this. Bro, JJ is really a dog, man. He out there straight boxing with that man.
I definitely need to get their little membership so I can read it and do a skim of it.
Definitely deserves the support. I did not see that I did not see that he had it in him. He had that in him. He had that in him. Jesus. They've never seen JJ fight before. This is the first time he ever did this. Why is he going so far? The situation doesn't even call for him to go this far if this is the first time he's ever did this.
Yeah.
He's like, because they were making fun of old boy's dad, and I get it sucks, but then JJ went out of his way to get in a whole scrap. All right, shout out him.
Hey man, shout out to JJ.
Got some good, interesting panel. They're hitting each other. Their power vibrating. Got little lightning streaks with the power in this situation. Shout out. And then he gets him a good uppercut. He said, "That's it." He starts going crazy. What the hell's going on? To use my power. They're coming. Oh, they got Zeke's the psychic. Okay, they're about to jump this man, bro. Got bird wings. I don't even know what's going on here. Maybe like a cat guy. Animal powers.
That's dope.
Good designs, good designs. Bet let's catch him lacking. Let's catch him lacking. Bet. How are you gonna catch someone lacking if he sees you? Where's he going? They trip him. Now they're now they're gang going teaming up on him. That is not cool. JJ. Oh, and then the big strike. But if Zeke like could read their mind and was like they're about to jump him, then why didn't y'all do anything? Because like right after he got hit, then they said I'm going in. I'm like, you knew they were about to jump him. You should have gone in before that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
definitely got a point.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. And then this other guy says, let them finish their one-on-one. What do you mean they're one-on-one? You just jumped them. What? You just jumped it. What are we talking about? And how did you not read his mind that he was about to come and get go? Maybe he has to use his power to read the mind. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But what are we talking about? What 1v1? Hey, come on, y'all. You know we gotta finish teaching him a lesson. And so everyone hears no, don't F with 50 vicious. Just putting a pounding on the boy. Now they're just going in, getting brutal, getting emotional. Boy getting his butt beat. Oh, bro, he saw his dad get killed? When did he? What?
That's crazy. Hold up.
This was like, how did this happen? That's.
Yeah, we definitely need a solid flashback.
No, we did. We got a flashback at the beginning, but he was nowhere in the scene. I don't know how he ended up here. That kind of throws me off a little bit. Oh, and then his emotion runs wild, and his powers gets started. Electricity. Shout out Vincent.
Hey man, Vincent out here going stupid. That's crazy.
And then he punches him down. Vincent, lightning abilities. Shout out. All right. Well, Dark Lights to be continued. That is all we got. Ending of the chapter with Vincent getting emotional, unlocking his powers. Shout out Vincent, of course. For me, when it comes down to Dark Lights, RDC World's manga. All right, I'm gonna put it like this. When I kind of go over stuff, I think the best way for me to do this, because this is how I do my criteria. Because I always break down everything into categories. I talk about the world building, I talk about the characters, I talk about the themes of the story, the art, and the plot.
Yeah.
Before we get into any of that, the left to right thing and right to left thing, that's not that doesn't matter. That's personal preference. I personally, since I'm used to reading manga, I'm used to right to left, so getting used to that is going to take time for people. My
Definitely.
big thing for this manga, before I get into the story itself, the writing and the cursing throws me weight off. Like sometimes it's more of like the grammar and the English, the grammar and the cursing throws me off. I get that they're trying to appeal to a very specific
Right.
demographic that's part of the culture,
Uh,
but when you're writing a series, even if you're part of the culture, people don't read that way. You know what I'm
is
saying? People read English. They read proper English. Yes, you can get used to the culture, but you also don't want your demographic to be specifically only for the culture, because not all of them are going to like immediately grasp the situation. So I would have preferred if they would have went more like proper English. If you want to have more, if you wanted to have slang and broken English in spurts and moments, but have normal English for the most part in the manga, so it's easier to read. Because I had to go reread it a couple times. I'm like, wait, what did I just read? And then I read it again. So that reading it again throws the experience off, because when people are reading manga, they want to get invested into the story, and it's hard to get invested into the story if you don't even know what you're reading. Like that's the first part for me. So that's the first thing I'm gonna say. Any comments about that, Sammy?
um just to piggyback off of what you said, definitely. I do feel like along the way, I feel like they don't necessarily have to tone it down, but to make it more fluent and also um easier to comprehend. If they do use slang, use a universal slang in a sense, or and even with the cursing, I would say if they do tone it down, just use it either in like sarcastic scenarios, or like if a character's in a pinch and they're like, "Damn it," or something like that, or like um something with
Yeah.
like, "Oh fuck," like excuse my language, but things in that nature. It doesn't have to be like every other sentence. It could be like certain scenarios or certain moments where it's like this how this character expressed his emotion at this time. Um, Another thing as well for me, it may get explained later on down the line, but I definitely want to understand more about the powers.
Yeah, that's fair. Shout out boy Wonder, what's good, my boy? Yeah, that's the stuff regarding the cursing. I'm kind of definitely with. If you're gonna include cursing, like yes, we know that like sometimes kids don't know how to use proper English and they curse all the time. But you're writing a story for people to enjoy. You don't need it to be that representative, right? Yet I agree. Like serious situations or funny situations, throw it in there. But if they're having a normal conversation, it's like, I don't give a shit. I mean, F you. Like they don't gotta keep on saying it. Like it brings down the value of it brings down the value of the conversation, in my opinion, especially if you're reading it out loud. Because every now and then I may curse or whatever, I don't really say the N word often, and I don't curse often. But if I'm just reading it and they're just putting the curse words in it, the curse words don't truly kind of represent an emotion. I think you should expand your vocabulary a lot more to kind of make these sentences more representative on the character's feelings. Also, before I get into the story, in terms of like the art aspect to start off with, art is great. Art is fantastic. The designs are fantastic. Super interesting. I like the detail. The only nitpick I have for those is the JJ. It's weird, like the sweat, the sweat coming down someone's face usually indicates someone's nervous, right? So the fact that they keep on putting it on JJ's face, even though he's supposed to be this confident, cocky character that people believe in, you make his confidence lessen because of his expression. So make sure the expressions match the characters is another big thing for the Dark Lights manga. To kind of go into the story itself. So far the story is interesting. It's pretty basic. I'm gonna be honest, but like you guys are not seasoned vets, so I'm not expecting anything crazy. You guys writing the story you want to write. And it seems like you're writing a story for the people that are part of the culture, but also playing into like the fun superpowers situation, like a My Hero Academia, for example, or stories like a betrayal story with your the cop friend and his friend betrayed him, part of this villain organization. So it definitely seems like you're gonna go into that with and the different experiences that people in the hood experience. So full on for that. I thought the story's not gonna be too complicated, but it's gonna focus on that type of story. Nothing wrong with that. It doesn't need to be super complex by any means. So keep on doing what you're doing in reference to that. Some of the character writing, I think. So this is something that I have done in the past because like I like to write like light novels and stuff. You're assuming a little bit too much from the audience. And what I mean by that is you're putting situations that you want to happen, but you're not leading up to them properly. Uh like there's certain situations where it's like, a character getting emotional, I don't think you led up to them to get emotional in that situation well enough. Like the mother feeling concerned for her kid, or the way that they kind of felt about the gang, or them, and like in the situation where like a serious situation's happening and their response to it. So the character's response to stimulus of like what's going on in their environment is not natural. And I think that is something you have to work on, because if it's not natural, it's not going to feel, you're not going to connect with the situation. You shouldn't question yourself like, why is he getting mad because of this? Why is he acting like this? Does that even make sense? He's doing this in this situation. So character responses based off things that you're writing in your story matters, and writing in a way to make sure that the characters respond accordingly, because you want specific interactions to push the story forward. So you want to make sure that when you put those interactions into place, you lead them there appropriately. So that's very important as well. If that makes sense, of course, for people who are watching. But what do you think, Sammy?
Definitely. Same as you. I'm very big on emotion. How you display emotion for certain characters, or if you want to display display certain emotions. Uh, your background. How does your background also play as well? It's like the little things add up and make things great. Especially with us who've been reading manga and even comics for a long time. You know, uh, another thing that I do want to see within this series, like truly honesty, is each character has this glow about them, whether you're reading or see it on the panel, of their confidence, their strengths, their weaknesses, like developments and stuff. Especially from a consumer standpoint or reader standpoint, at the end of the day, we love to see characters have this started from the bottom, kind of story, or this zero to hero, or this best friend group turns something into something special and stuff like that. So they definitely have room to grow, but everything I feel like is the small things will add up, and it will help the bigger things later on down the line, especially from a just a reader and a consumer standpoint, because uh, how can I put it? Like you were saying with the sweat, it's like, is he nervous, or is this like his thing? Like, what is it? So it's like, okay, cool. He's supposed to be this confident guy, but at this moment, or in a lot of moments, he's just seemed very unsure and very nervous all the time. So it's like, what is going on? So it's like a weird um, display of emotion. So
Yeah, so for RDC for their manga, the biggest thing for them moving forward in terms of their story specifically is, since it's not going to be a complicated story, you need to flush out your characters well. And I think from the five main characters so far, Brianna, I think so far very interesting. Got no complaints. She has that deep, broody vibe. Her tone is always matches the scene so far. No issues with what Brianna has brought so far into the story in terms of her personality and how she kind of responds to things. Isaac is kind of the he's supposed to be the goofball, the dumb one. He's the energetic one. I'm unsure if he's confident or if he's a scaredy cat, because you got a one scene where it's like, oh, you're not about to do nothing. Like one of the friends said, you're not about to do nothing. So is he a scaredy cat? And then you got another scene where it's like he's about to get jumped, and then he was one of those people says, I'm gonna make sure I'm helping my friend. So is he brave or is he a scaredy cat? You got to pick one. And for Isaac's character, obviously he's the energetic one. We got that vibe, but which is his character archetype? Is the scaredy cat? Is he the brave one? Figure that out.
exactly. And then
What?
to piggyback off of what you say, you know what I would love? You know what I would actually love from this character, Isaac? He played a Usopp role. I feel like
Yeah, that'd be perfect to be like the Usopp role if he's the scaredy cat and he slowly gets braver over time.
exactly. I feel like that'd be truly perfect for this character, because it's like he started off as a scaredy cat, but slowly over time, he just builds that confidence where he is no longer to face certain situations head on by himself without one of his friends giving him like just that push, just that leap of faith. So um, that's one thing I do want to see with this character, more so of like a Usopp role. It doesn't have to be spot on, but it's just like the small character traits of it. I feel like it would fit. I feel like it would fit the character Isaac perfectly fine.
Yeah, that'll be important for Isaac. Zeke got introduced later on, so there's really not a lot to say regarding Zeke. He's definitely the smart character, the genius who likes to study. It seems like he's the person that they look to for advice and his opinion. I don't know. I'm unsure. Well, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say anything about that. I think Zeke has been nothing crazy because he hasn't had that much shine compared to the other characters. But so far, so good for Zeke's character. Just make sure you keep on with the smart character who thinks twice about situations, and like he's he should be like the de facto leader because of how smart and how everybody goes to him for advice. So I think you need to really propel him in that role where he is that smart guy that everybody look towards. Let me think of like Shikamaru. Like Shikamaru is a perfect example in Naruto where yes, Naruto is the Hokage, but Shikamaru is the person everybody looks towards for their advice and their opinion. Vincent could be the leader, but like Zeke is the person that everybody looked towards for his advice and his opinion. So keep on building on that. That'll be very important for Zeke's character. When it comes to JJ's character, he's a little weird because he's the one that you focus on the most for a reason. Arguably the best design. He has the swagger, he has the confidence, he hits with the ladies. So he's going to be your fan favorite. He's going to be the character everybody likes. He's going to be like the Zoro, the Bakugo, the Sasuke, the Killua type character where it's like he's just a fan favorite bad boys deuteragonist type maybe. The problem with JJ right now is I don't know who he really is. I get he's confident, I get he's cocky, but the stuff with the sweat makes me think he's nervous a lot. Um, and then his decisions are questionable because it's like, okay, there's a situation where a group of three older individuals come up to you. I don't know if you're nervous or not, but you're talking smack to them for no reason. You're hitting on their girl. There's really no reason for you to really come at them like that. Like he just said, go away. And he's just being like combative for no reason.
Yeah.
Right. And then he protects his friend because they're talking smack about his friend. Sure. But then when they were talking about, oh, they're in a gang, JJ was like, oh, I didn't know they were in the gang. But everybody else knew they were in the gang. It's like, are you just oblivious? Do you not know anything? And then his actions afterwards is, oh man, I care about my friend. So I'm going to go fight the group by myself and thinking, and not only do you think you're going to fight the group by yourself, you're going to have a 1v1 against that group. And then everybody says, oh, they're going to gang up on you. He's like, oh, I'll just beat up all of them. So I don't know who JJ, like, is JJ stupid? Is he oblivious? Is he ignorant? Like, is he, I don't know who he is really, other than he's supposed to be this cocky character, but he just keeps on doing stuff that doesn't make sense. And
Yeah.
so his character is kind of like all over the place for me, even though he's supposed to be, even though Vincent's the main character, JJ is supposed to be that character from what I've seen so far. There's a reason why when RDC dropped their spoiler or their I guess spoiler of the series, they used his panel to show it to the people. So figure out who JJ is and kind of lay down the law on his character in regards to that. Because you can go a lot of different directions with him. His cockiness can get a hold of him. His pride can get a hold of him. He could become a villain, to be honest. Figure out who he is, though. You really got to figure out who he is. And then lastly is Vincent. I get it. Scared cat, doesn't have powers, gets emotional, gets powers. Kind of generic. If you wanted to go with that route, you had to build this character more. From chapter 1 to chapter 75, I don't think you did for Vincent. I don't think there's enough build up because for a character like that, you have to establish that he's really like a not fighter. He does not fight. He just doesn't at all. You say it a couple of times, yes, but there's only been one confrontation. He tries to break it up. Then his friend gets beat up. He gained powers. So, are you telling me from the time that he was born till now, there's never been a situation that made him that emotional before? I don't know if I buy that. So, I think you needed to build this character way more, and the circumstance you needed to make it much more clear. And the whole stuff where it reminds him of his backstory, I think you just needed to build him much more before he got powers. I'll be honest. Or you should have just started off with powers. I don't know why you had the whole thing of him not having powers if he got powers so quickly, to be honest. You about to say something?
Nah, listen, you hit everything on the head.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are my biggest critiques for the series right now. There's quite a bit of them. And I'm not expecting RDC to be like this master mangaka writer because this is like his. I don't know if it's his first go, but it's his first trying to make it a successful series. I think it will garner attention purely because RDC is like famous, obviously, and I think it can grow from here. With that said, to kind of briefly explain everything once more so everybody's on the same page, I'll make a clip about this. RDC World's Dark Lights manga was interesting. I think the art was really good. I love the character designs. I love some of the panels in terms of the action sequences. When they have powers, it's really good. My biggest issues and critiques for the series, if I'm being objective about it, is I think the broken English and the cursing is a little too much. I think they should write more sentences with proper English and grammar for the audience to understand what's going on the first time they read it. I also think that there are I think there's certain things in the story, specifically with the characters, that they need to build a little bit more appropriately. I think the character reactions to certain circumstances are not fluent enough. And I think in terms of like if I had to break down the characters, I think Brianna is really good so far. I like her. I think Zeke is good so far. I like him. I think you definitely need to play into his leadership capabilities, kind of like a Shikamaru, for example. I think Isaac, I don't know who he is. Is he brave or is he a coward? Because you have one instances saying he's a coward, and then you have one instances where he's really brave. Figure that out. JJ is kind of all over the place, even though he's supposed to be the most popular character. I don't really know who he is. I know he's cocky. I know he's a ladies' man. I know he's confident, but he also does some things that I think are pretty dumb in the story for chapter one, which I think is a little confusing for JJ's character so far. I think he has the most potential out of all the characters. So I think you need to smooth out his reactions to certain situations, figure out is he just an arrogant, prideful individual, or does he just keep on doing dumb things because of his pride? I think you need to narrow that out a little bit more. And Vincent, my biggest thing for Vincent, the main character of the story, is I think you should have flushed out the fact that he had no powers to the point where he got powers. I think he got powers a little too quickly. I don't think you flushed out the aspect of him not having powers and what that means for him in this world. I don't think you did that at all. So in like future stories, I think you need to explain why this was a big deal, who Vincent really was beforehand, and make that make sense. So those are my biggest criticisms from chapter one of Dark Lights. Enjoyable, pretty good for a beginner story. Does it have potential? For sure, but there's plenty of stuff to build on, in my personal opinion. So that's all I got. Send me any final words before wrap it up.
Honestly, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I feel like in the beginning, this is a strong 4.5 for me. It's definitely small. Like I said, small things can make this series just improve, and it will like trickle over into the big things if they consistently do it. Especially with the expression of emotion, the background that also correlates to the emotion. Um, Characters who personality just stick out. That's very vibrant. Whether you read or see it on the panel. Um, I feel like certain characters should have like their archetype, but there's nothing wrong if you want to break them out that archetype so they can venture off a little bit because they do have the comfortability room to do that, especially in the superpower manga. And then another thing as well, I feel like they could work on that I am seeing that they're slowly doing is isolating that one character and also and making everybody else basically play catch up. That's a good thing as well. Whether it's main character or villain, it could work. It just depends on how you play off of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So that's all we got today. We'll be back. Well, I'll be back next week. I think I'm gonna dive into the Boy and the Heron movie. If I watch it by then, if I don't, I'm probably gonna reread Kagurabachi, see if it got better, and truly break that stuff down and see if it's actually good. And then eventually, when Black Clover finally comes back, it's time for a full reread of Black Clover and diagnosing that final arc to see how potentially bad or good, probably bad it is. So that's all I got. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Peace.